Hey guys, Erica Sakosio here with Practical Biz Podcast for another Beacon Communications Spotlight. And we are here today joined with Tim from Tita's, Tailors, and Cleaning down in Johnston, Rhode Island. So we are on location and I'm super excited to be with you today. So we have one of the owners here, Tim. And so Tim, tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, we purchased a business about a year and a half ago from a friend of the family. It was in a different location at the time, and very quickly we saw that we would probably need a larger space. It was in a small space like you'd find most tailor shops would be, and we didn't start looking right away because it was towards the end of COVID. COVID hadn't still gone, and we weren't sure how the business was going to grow, but we knew where some places and open spots were during that time period. And so as we went on, I'll give you the whole story.
Yeah.
The place where I get my hair cut had closed for renovations. And so I came over to the plaza here where there's a Supercuts. And I got my hair cut there. And when I was leaving, I saw the store space next to it was open. So I looked inside, and it was a little bit bigger than what we had hoped for, but it happened to be about where we needed in a very popular place, close to a Stop and Shop in a big plaza, and went back and talked to my wife Tita, and we said, okay, well, once we get through COVID and we see how the business is going, we'll start looking at places. Well, in about a year ago now, in March of 2022, we started looking again. And when we came to look at this site, it turns out that one of our clients walked out of the Supercuts in front of this location and into the store on the other side. And so one of the concerns we had was, well, if we move, our customer's going to be able to find us. And here it is. One of our customers we knew where the site was, and we figured we could probably advertise it correctly and get people to find out where we were. So the next big thing that happened was to move. So we moved to a new location that's about 2.5, 3 times the size of where we were. That allows us to have a larger area for our clients to come in, be relaxed.
Yeah, this is definitely a great space. Yep, you've got 3 changing rooms here, as you had mentioned earlier. One of them is a wheelchair accessible. Lots of mirrors, so you can make sure everything looks great before you leave. A wonderful seating area, for sure. So definitely, and also convenient, and it smells fantastic in here, by the way. But okay. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about more about the space.
And so having the extra space allowed us to have more tailors here, and that was one of the challenges we had in the other spaces, to meet the needs of our clients and be able to turn around the clothes within typically a week. We needed more tailor space. And so this gives us additional tailor space, and it also gives us space to do other services here as we decide to expand and do other work. It may be possibly pressing clothes or cleaning clothes here on site. Those are in the future, but at least now we have the option and the opportunity to expand if we need to, whereas in the old location, we didn't have that.
This business spotlight is sponsored by Beacon Communications, a locally owned company headquartered right here in Warwick, Rhode Island. They publish 3 weekly newspapers, the Warwick Beacon, the Johnston Sunrise, and the Cranston Herald. The company also publishes a weekly shopping guide, The Reminder. If you are a local business owner and would like to be featured on the next business spotlight, contact the sales team at www.warwickonline.com.
One of the challenges we faced here was we wanted to change the name of the shop to something a little bit more lighthearted and fun, like Tita's Tailors. But when we purchased the shop, it was called Express Tailors and Cleaners. And so what we did is, over the course of about a year, we gradually changed the DBA from Express Tailors and Cleaners to Tita's Express Tailors and Cleaners. So we just put a little note in front of the sign, a little comic script, Tita's. So it looked a little bit fun, and people started to see the word Tita's, and we started referring to it as Tita's Tailors. Even though it was still listed in Google and Yelp as Tita's Express Tailors, after about 3 or 4 months. Then when we moved to the new site, we changed it to Tita's Tailors and Cleaners as the official name. And by doing the gradual change, people were already starting to look for Tita's Tailors and not Express Tailors, so that now that we have Tita's Tailors, people already knew, oh, that was the place that was in the other location. It's just Tita's Tailors now.
Yeah.
And so that helped us, keep customers whenever we move from one location to another.
Sure.
In addition to a lot of advertising and letting people know we're moving.
Yeah. So it sounds like you really thought out how you wanted to build your brand because you had taken over, as you said, an existing business, how you wanted to build your brand, and you did it gradually so it wasn't confusing to customers, so they could find you both in location and online and all the places that customers connect. And I love that as a family-owned business. As a consumer, I love that. I see your daughters back there, your wife back there, and so I do think that many people appreciate that relaxed feeling and a very homey feeling, especially at a tailor shop where someone's very intimate and doing inseams and messing around with those pins and stuff like that. So I think people, as you said, who maybe don't have that experience often, might be a little bit nervous about it. So yeah,
right. So we as from a business perspective, we wanted to convey that, and that's where we have just our tailor that's on our sign up there, plus changing the name to Tita's Tailors. That just sounds fun to say.
With Tim.
Right.
A lot of T's, right?
Yes. and it's just convenient that Tita's my wife's name. Yeah. And so having it be Tita's Tailors made it a little bit more relaxed and fun. And we realized that a lot of the people that come in to get tailoring have never had to get tailored before. And so we take that into consideration. We want them to feel comfortable. We talk them through it. Also, some people have had poor experiences at other locations. And one of the things we really strive for is to make people feel welcome and know that we want the clothes to fit them the way they want the clothes to fit them. And so we're going to work with them to do what needs to be done. If it gets tailored and it's just not quite right when they come back, we'll work with them to kind of redo it and work and make it so that they feel the best they can feel in the clothes. And our customers like the customer service. I mean, that's what some of the feedback we get is that it's not just that we're good tailors, it's that they feel good coming here too, that they're welcome. And it's not just the people who come here for tailoring, it's also the people that come for the dry cleaning and the laundry services that we offer here.
Yeah. So while we were here, a customer came out and was at the checkout and actually expressed how much they love the customer service here and why they continue to come back here. So that was interesting to catch unsolicited, you getting that wonderful feedback. I also think what's great is not only are you a family-owned business, you do a lot of work around giving back to the community. So could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. We have a number of different programs. I think the one that really sets us apart from other tailor shops and small businesses is, here we are. We work with clothes mostly. We'll tailor garment bags, pillows, comforters, whatever you need tailored or altered, we'll do that. But a lot of people, when they purchase the new clothes and bring them in to get tailored, they have old clothes that they no longer need. And so what we'll do is if you bring in clothes to donate to homeless or refugees, we'll give you 10% off whatever alterations or dry cleaning you get that visit. In addition to that, first of all, with that, we deliver clothes to Amos House, House of Hope, Dorcas, and several other local homeless or needy organizations throughout the year. In addition to that, we also offer a 10% discount to military, veterans, and first responders. Myself, I'm a veteran, and so we thought that, we know the sacrifices that veterans and military and first responders make, and so we want to repay them for that. Also, if you leave us a review, doesn't even have to be good, we'll give you a 10% discount. We just want to, and part of the reason behind that is we want to have communication with our customers. Any kind of feedback is good to get from customers.
Absolutely.
And so we want to encourage that. And so you leave a review, the next visit you come, you get a 10% discount. And then finally, our final rewards is a typical rewards program like you'd have at most stores or small businesses.
Customer loyalty.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a loyalty program. For every $200 you spend, you get $10 off. Where that really, there's two groups that really has benefited. One are wedding parties and people who come in with prom dresses. Sometimes a couple of dresses and it starts to add up. Having that discount's nice. Plus with our regular dry cleaning customers. Their loyalty is really important because they actually build the foundation for our business and allow us to I don't want to say rely on their customers coming in. I'm trying to think of the word.
It's okay. Listen, so you obviously have to build up a revenue stream to feed your family. So that's okay to say that, right?
I couldn't think of the right word. It's that revenue stream is, we're not necessarily relying on their revenue stream, but we appreciate their consistent business. And so the rewards program is a way to say, hey, look, we appreciate you choosing us on a regular basis. Here's a discount that you get because of that.
All right. So if people want to find out more information about you, your services, want to connect with you, come in with a bridal party, take a look at the camera there, give them your information on best ways to get a hold of you.
All right. There are a couple different ways to get a hold of us. First of all, the phone number is 401-403-2292. Our website is titastailors.com. It's TITASTAILORS.com. We have a lot of information there. If you want to see who our tailors are, you can go to our website and it'll give you information on our tailors. I think those are probably the two best ways.
We are going to try to get a couple pics behind the scenes. This is a great shop. She is actually back there working right now. But I wanted to get some shots of the shop so you can see it. So thank you for tuning in to Practical Biz Podcast. Thank you. And again, if you love this content, please hit the subscribe button. Leave us a comment below if there is a business you want us to spotlight. Bye for now. Are you a business owner? Are ready to get your startup? Well, started. Have a burning question you would like us to answer? Want to know more about the services we offer? Or register for upcoming workshops and events? Looking to book a guest speaker? Or like to be a guest on the Practical Biz Podcast? Visit our website at stellabusinessconcepts.com.